Okay.
Happy birthday, dear all of you. Happy birthday
So melodic.
to you.
It's like you've done this before.
Why am I singing happy birthday?
Hey everyone, quick PSA for you. I just want to address the elephant in the room. I just realized my mic turned off as we started recording this episode. Now normally this would make me feel kind of bad, but I was just watching Bryson DeChambeau play golf on YouTube today and his lav mic died midway through the video. So guess what? Happens to professionals and to dads in real life. So it is what it is. Without further ado, enjoy the episode today.
Well, that should be the intro to every episode from now on. That's what I'm thinking.
Make people feel special. Yeah.
Make people feel something.
Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a good switch of the first letter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you thought up the topic for today, so
I
why
did.
don't you tell us what we're going to be talking about after we get our little. We're going to tell us now.
First and foremost, I want everyone, if you're listening to this, whenever you listen to this, be it on audio podcast, if you're watching us on the YouTubes, make sure you leave a comment wishing this gentleman right here a very happy birthday. And I think it's one of those things that leads into our topic. I don't think we do it enough for our fellow dads, right? Moms for sure, kids for sure. But I think as we age, kind of the significance, I don't know why it happens, and that's what we're going to talk. It seems like it kind of like fades away, like it's another day, but it's not another day. It was the day my co-host, my man Travis, was born, and it's a day that should be celebrated. So that's what we're going to talk today. We're going to talk about dad life when it comes to birthdays, right? Specifically, as we remember it as kids, we're getting older. When did it start to die out? Was it when we became parents? Was it when we became adults? I want to know, where is the significance of birthdays in your household? Is it a big thing? Is it just the kids, you and your spouse? How was your birthday, right? So I think that's basically our talk today. It's birthdays and dads, and where does it stand now?
Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. It's that is a fantastic. I'm excited to dive into this one.
Me too.
But before we dive into the meat and potatoes,
you always got that appetizer. What are we nibbling on?
Snacks. We're just like popping open a little bag of something.
There you go.
Current events in the daily life right now. First off, almost all of the new milk and like syrup and other stuff. It has that little tab on it now that has a plastic thing, and you have to pull on the plastic.
And if it doesn't rip off, right? If that little plastic thing doesn't rip off. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So they seal those things like you got to saw them off.
A little bit. You would think the adhesive of the handle would be stronger than the adhesive of the cap on the bottle, right? I'm just saying. I didn't invent it. I'm just saying.
I don't know who invented that, but they need to go back and reassess their sealant, their glue or whatever.
I just think it's a different sealant. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do that, because the sealant to the bottle is way stronger than that little flap, right?
I straight up had to grab pliers one time to like rip it off, because it wouldn't and then it just you like rip the handle off, the little plastic thing, and then you have this unpenetrable force. Technically it's penetrable, like you could stab it, but then I don't want that foil on the outside. It messes with the pore.
It feels like the sword in the stone. It feels like I need to have the strength of 10 men to rip this open, and sometimes it doesn't budge, right? Other times I rip it off, like I feel like the Incredible Hulk, but then you have a worse problem. Now you can't open it at all. And like you said, you puncture it, but all that stuff gets into the liquid, and that's no good either. So I don't know what to do. That's a problem that we need to solve, though.
Yeah. So shout out to the people who are in charge of that. If you want to come on the podcast and share your thoughts, you're more than welcome.
If there's a better way to open it, are we opening it wrong? I feel like you just lift up the
pulling every way.
I don't know. Maybe dads, if you guys have figured out a way to do this, do I need a blowtorch? Like, what's the way to do it? Let us know in the comments.
Please do. Please do. My second note for the day is pro tip. Okay. If you, it doesn't matter whether you own your house or you're living in an apartment or whatever, check your sealant, like, especially in your bathroom or by your sink. You'll notice there's like a little like white line or something around like the cracks and the crevices.
Little epoxy. That's there. Yep.
Yeah. do that, because not
Mhm.
only has that been on my list of to-dos to like
Mhm.
redo my sealant, but my mother-in-law called me the other day and she was like, "Hey, so there's uh water dripping from the ceiling of my rental
Yep.
like place that she rents out," and she's like, "We got to deal with this. Like, what should I do?" And it's because the sealant had gone bad in that
I'm
bathroom above.
I'm in the
And
same spot as you. I got to reseal and redo grout in our master bedroom. That's like the big project this year because we had a long-term drip because I don't know when year this house was made, but they didn't hot mop the whole bathroom. They just did like just the shower. But I got a family of like 3 kids walking through that shower every day for years and standing away from the shower.
yeah.
So I don't know if I told you this story, but one day we're in the downstairs room, right? And we're looking at the ceiling and I'm just doing my breath work, relaxing. And then Mo is like, I think that's a bump. I'm like, I don't see it because there's like popcorn spackle. She grabs a broomstick and goes, "Punk," right through,
Oh shoot.
right through. I'm like, okay, that was a leak. That's not supposed to happen like that.
Nope.
So we pulled everything out. So I feel, Mom, I know that issue. And it's definitely on the big project list for this year for us as well.
Yeah. So there's the right stuff to use and the wrong stuff to use too. Let me tell you this. I really kind of want to show a visual.
Hey, if you can get a video like and edit it in here, let us know because you are the maestro when it comes to this stuff. If you guys don't know, Travis has spent years a little DIY project of his own, and it came out immaculate. But he's definitely knows the tools for the trade. So
Yeah, for your kitchen and your bathroom, you want to use 100% silicone. Now, shout out goes to my guy Jake.
thank you, Jake.
My buddy, he has done some work around our house. So like he's the pro. He's a contractor. He knows what he's talking about. And so I was showing him, I was like, I use that quick seal, stuff. And he's like, that's not 100% silicone. You gotta go to Home Depot and use the right stuff. And so the other stuff, the other bathroom quick seal stuff that I used, it was just like mildewing and molding. And I've been seeing the stuff falling off the shower, like line around the tub.
Yep.
And I was like, man, I got to get to that. So I did it today.
Ooh, how'd it go?
This happened an hour ago. You got to rip out the old stuff first, right? Yep. And I thought like it's bad, but it's probably not that bad because it's 3 years old.
Yeah,
like,
it's still young. Still
yeah.
young when it comes to bathroom stuff. Yeah.
It was so disgusting.
Oh.
There was water up in there, and it was like, if you guys have ever snaked a drain and you pull the hair chunks out, that smell, that was
all over. Yep, yeah.
So it's done now. Yeah.
Good on you.
It feels good to be done. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you've done like baseboard, like caulking around your house, that is not 100% silicone. So it's a lot harder to work with, but it's worth it. So
I actually need to do that for one of our bathrooms, the little windows, the peekaboo windows that we have like in the bathroom, because even though there's a fan in the bathroom, it's not a vent. There's a very big difference between a fan and a vent. And so you can see the silicone just changing colors from the inside, not on the outside. So you know there's a gap there somewhere. So
yeah. So that's your pro tip for today.
You're welcome.
And the next thing on the list of snackies is, well, sweet snackies, I should say. Nice. Girl Scout cookie season. Rob is a massive fan, and I just wanted to do a little shout out. I got the new box. I got the Explore.
You know what? We tried. I want your feedback because we tried. I'm not going to say in depth. I want your feedback first on the new s'mores cookie from the Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. So the Explore S'mores, it's Rocky Road ice cream inspired cookies filled with flavors of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond cream. Come on, it's going to be good. Yeah. So I would give it. Let's get serious now. Out of 10. If Thin Mints are 10.
That's a great measuring stick. Yes. Great measuring stick.
I don't know. I don't want to insult the Girl Scouts. I don't know
It's
that
not insulting. It's an honest review, right?
What I'm saying is, I don't know if I have a 1 on that scale. Like if I'm saying Thin Mints are a 10 and blah blah
Well,
blah, they're all 1.
to be honest, I don't think any cookie's really a 1.
Right? Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, knowing
Well,
that,
on a scale from 5 to 10,
yeah.
I guess I would probably give these like a, I don't know, like a 7.5 or an 8. Like they're good, and I'm eating them, and they're good, but I'm not like blown away. I think
Yeah.
I don't know what, I can't tell you what it is either.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5. And the reason being is for a few things. We're using Thin Mints as the marker, right?
Yep.
Best cookie of all.
Yeah.
They got rid of one of my favorite cookies years ago, the Thanks a Lots. Love that cookie. But and so this was a group feedback. I gave the girls a couple like, hey, this is a new one, it's supposed to taste like this. And all the girls came back saying it was too sweet. So that was the big thing. Like the cookie, the nougat, and the filling together was too sweet. And from 3 kids that love dessert, it's got to be sweet for that to happen. And they love Thin Mints as well. So that would be the biggest kind of notch against it, is it's almost too sweet. And I don't know if you noticed this, but the Samoas over the years have gotten a little bit sweeter. I don't know if my palate's changed.
Yeah,
no, you're right. Sweeter. So a couple of years ago, the girls would be like, hey, these are too sweet now. So this was just on the same marker. It's too sweet. It's a great cookie overall, but there's still other cookies we prefer. I mean, Thin Mints, the lemonades, that's been our go-to for the last couple of years. Those are really good. But the girls don't like too sweet for their cookies. I guess that's also like the argument between like milk chocolate chip cookies versus regular chocolate chip cookies. Like one's too sweet. So and a good tall tale sign that I know that it's a 5 is they didn't ask for another box, right? They finished it. And we've been back to the Girl Scouts. We've supported many troops this season.
Oh yeah.
They never asked for more of those. They never asked for more of those. So
you know what? I certainly have been influenced, and but I hear your argument, and I think you're absolutely right.
It's just us.
Here's the other part, and this is why I'm going to drop my rating down to a 6.5, because on top of that, here's the deal. It's not a whole. It's not a. The parts don't work together. So the cream is nice and the cookie's pretty decent, but it crumbles on you.
Yeah,
so
a lot of them
biteable, and then it falls into pieces. Yeah, and then half the stuff you're pulling out is also already broken. So you're like, man, I'm not getting the full experience.
Yeah.
So
no, I'd agree with that.
Yep. But I mean, you guys should try it yourself.
Let us know. Let us know your favorite cookie, and if is this what should we get, like a 5 patch Girl Scout patch score or a 0? Let us know.
Yeah. Fantastic. Love it. And the last snack of the day, it goes to shout out to AirPods. I've been searching. I don't know if I talked about this. Yeah. Okay. So which ones do you have?
So this is a little bit of the older generation. It's not I don't know what version it is. Well, it's a USB-C, so it has to be at least the last couple of years old. But I know Big Sis here has the recent ones, and she loves them. And I think the first version or second version, those have died years ago, but I've had AirPods for a while.
Yeah. So I think mine are the first gen. So they've been through the wash 3 times.
Oh, nice.
In the dryer.
Not once, not twice, 3 times. Yep.
In there. And for the sake of our viewers, I'm not going to show you there's some wax buildup on these.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we might need to
clear this off, because I
fog that out.
Yeah,
you know, when they do it with like the secret talks, they fog it out.
This one's good. So the right one worked, and I was down to like 20 minutes. Like on a full charge, it would maybe last 20 minutes, and I was like, dang, I really need some new headphones.
Yeah, the batteries are dead. Yeah.
So for the last 4 months, I've been testing out different ones because AirPods are expensive, and I was like, oh man. And I thought I wanted over the ear ones because I just wanted the full immersive experience. But I realized with glasses.
Oh yeah, they press against the glasses.
And then even if you find a comfortable pair, it's still like over time you're done. And so I was like, dang, I guess I can't do that. And so then I tried the like shoot the sound into your ear ones.
Oh yeah, like the jawbone, the old school jawbone one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so those ones were okay. I would say that was my rate. That was like my second place one. I
Okay.
think pretty like they were all right. But then to be fair, I only bought like a $40 or $50 pair of them. They have like those fancy ones like Bose that are like $200, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that
No,
either.
I heard some issues with that, where like you're not blocking out the ambient sound, so it's like you're hearing music, but you're also listening to the person down the street talk. So it was a weird kind of
Yeah.
perception.
And I thought that's what I wanted because I can't at my job or at my
You can't block out sound 100%, right?
yeah, I'm not allowed to like have both of them in my ears. So I was like, oh, that'll be good. But then, yeah, sure enough, then I got music playing. I got somebody having a conversation, and like I can't hear what I'm listening to. It's just like ah. So I gave up on those. But I still thought maybe there's a chance. I haven't tried those bone induction ones, the shock. So Costco had those, right? And I got a pair of those. Same issue though. Basically, it was like these can't get loud enough, and those ones kind of shook my brain. Like it does
too much vibration.
Yeah. So they were cool. Like it was kind of fun experience, but I was like, oh man, this is not going to work either. I like how they held onto my head though. So like for athletic purposes, like when I'm going to the gym
out and stuff,
cool. I tried them when I was at the gym, but then again, the gym's playing music and the machines are going. And I was like, this is not good. This is not, I need to hear. So eventually I had given up hope because I thought the new AirPods only came with the little rubber grommet guys, and those don't work for me either. They're super uncomfortable, and none of them ever stay in my ear. I think I have like really tiny ear holes. I think that
do they have adjustable grommets? Like a lot of them come with like
they have like so small, medium, large, but I have not once been able to find
anything that works. Oh, man. Yeah.
So I was like, no, and you know what? The thing that's the deal breaker for me on those is the like when you shove those in your ears, you can hear yourself breathe. You can feel your heartbeat like in your head. And I don't know like how people get over that, but like I mean, or maybe that's just like physiologically my body's different than some, but I'm like I can hear every single breath. Like it's fully noise canceling, but it's also like plugging up my
it creates like a vacuum, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm walking through Costco and I keep looking at the AirPods and I noticed AirPods 4s don't have the little rubber grommets. And
that's true. Yeah.
I was like, oh man. And I look at the price and they're like $170. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty expensive.
But it is your birthday. We got to remember it is your birthday.
Yeah. Well, and I ended up like getting myself an extra jacket for Christmas. And so, because I was supposed to get the headphones, Deb bought me these epic headphones.
Nice.
Over the ear ones for Christmas. And then I realized like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So having returned those and then thinking like, okay, birthday's coming up. I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open. Well, boom, Costco's got a sale. And these 4s go down to $135, and I was like,
"Oh, nice!"
I bought them. I tucked them into my truck, and I was like, "Deb, I got some AirPods on sale. Maybe this would be a good birthday present for me." So I'm just gonna forget about them. And sure enough, they showed up on the counter like a week later, and I got the 4s.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm noticing some things about these puppies. Okay, here, let's do a little comparison. This is a little tech review time.
Oh, there you go.
So it's pretty similar as far as the like size goes. I like how small the case is. But so these things are epic. Let's just start off with that. 10 out of 10. But you'll notice like the shape is a little bit wider at the tip for the 4s compared to the older ones. It's kind of like a rectangle as opposed to like a teardrop.
Yep.
And the only thing that I have to say about this is they start to fall out of my ears. So I've lost like they've fallen out a couple times already. They have those like little silicone things that like cover them and
connect them. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to try that. I think that's going to solve all my problems. So, but I literally felt like I was in an Apple commercial. And I know I'm talking too much, guys, so we're going to finish this up right now. I promise.
Hey, it's Travis's birthday. He can talk the whole time. We are just privileged to be here, sir.
That's very kind of you. But boom. Yeah. Look. So
it also looks like the snorkel part is shorter. Right?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. The snorkel part. I like that.
Like that.
Start holding them like this. Like
yeah, exactly. That's how my kids call it. Yep.
The snorkel. But I straight up felt okay. So I put them in my ears, and automatically they're comfortable, which I'm pumped on. Like because I knew that's how it was going to be. Apple, they know what
they come through. They come through. Yeah, the ergonomics and the design is always.
I don't know what it is. Oh no, my mic stopped working.
No, it sounds good to me.
Hold on.
I can hear you perfectly fine on my side.
Well, now it's back.
Oh, it jumped. Gotcha. It jumped someplace else.
Yeah. Okay, so I walk into the gym and I'm like, here's the test.
The test. Yep.
The fit's good. The sound is good. But this has like all this like active, it has noise cancellation. And I was like, how are these noise canceling? Because the other ones, you can hear right through the plastic or whatever. I don't know what's going on, but Apple tells me that it listens to outside noises to cancel them out, and it listens to inside noises to cancel them out.
You have inside noises, sir. That's what Apple's saying.
Yo, I don't even want to know what that means, but if it's listening to my insides and canceling them out,
and it's like, wow, this is way too loud in here.
Yeah. Guess what? I tap it to noise canceling. And it was like the machines are going and the air is blowing and the music's playing. And it was like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like you're listening it through like a muffled pillow, right? Because you can still hear it, but it's like barely there.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, like this is amazing.
Think like that's how quiet it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm listening to my music and it's no big deal. And you can also do the adaptive listening. So then it's like, oh, sometimes it's like,
if someone talks, like it'll take off the dampener on it so you can listen. Yeah. Yep.
Holy moly. So I don't, whatever like voodoo magic is in these things, it is epic.
Buy it twice.
I'm all for it. So like I'm set on the AirPods, I think, for life. I don't know if anybody can make that, go for it.
Hey, I'm just as guilty. I was showing the camera earlier, like here's this.
Yeah.
And then I got these for work.
Yeah.
So, and I'm on an Apple computer. So yeah, we've been Apple for a while. I'd say probably since high school we've been on Apple. So
the user like friendly nature of it, and like I'm a sucker for like the artistry, the creativity,
the good aesthetics, it's clean lines,
aesthetics.
Yep.
So and I tried the Android thing. It didn't really work. It was too clunky.
Yeah,
it just wasn't.
I think we got an Android phone for all of 1 month and then we returned it and we went straight back to Apple iPhone.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So so that was my birthday present. And
awesome, man. That's a great present for your birthday.
I'm living the life now again.
Living the Apple 4 life now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome to the party. Enjoy.
Yeah. The next thing to fail on me is the Apple Watch. I'm on the Series 4 now. Again,
we talked about that a couple podcasts ago. Yep.
So eventually that's gonna give out, but I'm gonna ride this puppy till it dies.
Yeah. So. And if you're looking to donate your most recent Apple Watch, Travis is always accepting donations.
Certainly.
His watch is going to die anytime, like literally anytime soon.
Yeah. Just a fellow dad in need over here.
Just, you know.
So anyways, Apple, you can shoot me. I mean, I'm influencing the world right now. So
yes, I don't think Apple, I don't know if they sponsor any influencers, but that would be cool. That would be cool. Literally half my house is Apple. So that'd be awesome.
Maybe we'll be the first ones.
How about that? How about that little grassroots action? I like that.
Right. Yeah. Support small business, Apple. Let's do it. So sorry, I've been wiping like sawdust off of me too. I was cutting the trees in my backyard.
Was that the workout in quotes you sent me earlier? Like I'm going to work out in the backyard. Was that the workout, or did you work out and?
No. I didn't work out. That was like my workout was cutting the trees.
And no, don't get me wrong. That's a workout for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of did it, but it wasn't the same as like playing racquetball with my peeps. So shout out to my racquetball crew.
Shout out to the racquetball crew
today, but they're gonna
come with
better on Monday. So
yeah, his toe feels better. He'll be back Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's fun too. Using the pole saw, like if you go to Costco and you have trees in your backyard that need to be cut, get one of those puppies. Get after it. You won't be sad about it. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Just
So,
don't cut your neighbor's trees. That's all. Ask first. I mean, if you're gonna do it, ask first. Yeah.
yep. Or if your tree's going into your neighbor's yard like mine, be a good neighbor and cut it
Very true.
off gently so you don't smash your fence either. I'm not talking from experience, I promise, actually. I'm
No,
really, really good.
hypothetically, it could.
Yeah,
Hypothetically.
it could. It could. So,
Mhm.
that's all the snacks we got for today. We are filled
That was
on
good.
snacks. I
That
hope
was
you
awesome.
guys still have space in the tummy for the meat and potatoes because
Always. You got to eat the main course. So we're talking birthdays. We're talking how it's changed. So first off, like, how was your birthday, man? How'd you celebrate it? Was it everything you'd hoped for? Do you still get like butterflies in the stomach like we did as kids when our birthday was coming up? I think we knew like parties were around the corner. So I think we're excited about that and presents. But there's a point in time where it just kind of like, meh, not that big of a deal anymore. And
yeah,
why?
yeah.
Like, why does
You
that
know,
happen? I don't know why that happens.
the way that you phrased the question for today, I loved because literally it's like this is what I'm going through right now in the sense of the feelings and like figuring out, hey, where are we at right now? Okay.
Yeah.
So kids are 6, 4, and 2. I
Mhm.
am now 36 and I should just bleep that out because
You
then
look 26, sir. What are you
50-year-old no, no,
talking
no,
about?
no, no, it's not that. Like the 50-year-old guys that are listening, they're like, "Oh, I'm out. This is spring chicken over here. Forget it. He doesn't know anything."
No, but you know what? I think the 50-year-old can relate to the 36-year-old, be like, "Was that when I stopped caring about my birthday?" Like, you know what I mean? It gives them like a reference point, right? And I think
Fair
it comes
point.
full circle because then you get like grandpa age, and then all the grandkids remind you that you're turning a year older, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, 36, you can keep it in there. It's a good year.
So, yeah, it is. I'm
Really.
feeling I'm enjoying it,
Mhm,
It's a good time to be alive. The
mhm,
season of life is fantastic. Now, uh yeah, so I've noticed over the last I'd say maybe the last like, yeah, 2 years, like that like birthday ooh jitters kind of
mhm.
has died off and it has been kind of like not the it's you're not the focal point of life anymore,
No,
and
that unfortunately, Travis, right? We are not the center of the universe, right?
dang, oh man.
What? Yeah.
What? So, yeah, I think all the dads out there, you can
Oh,
relate.
I'm
So,
sure they can
I
relate.
I I kinda feel like this episode's just gonna be a lot of people
Just
listening and
nodding
going
their
nodding
head.
their heads. Yep,
Yep,
yep.
yep.
So, yeah, it comes up every year now. I've noticed the last few years, like, "Oh, yeah, what do I wanna do? I don't know. What do we have time for? Do we even have time?
Yeah.
Do we have money for
What's in
no,
the
like,
budget for dad's birthday, right?
yeah, like, maybe I don't know, like,
Mhm, mhm.
so, but shout out to Deb. She has
Shout
done
out to Deb. Yeah, for sure.
phenomenal on, doing making the birthday special still.
Mhm.
So, no matter who you are in the Gilly households, when you wake up, you get balloons on your birthday.
That
So,
is awesome.
this
Shout out.
year this year was fun because,
Oh,
I am always the first one
I got
out.
a I got a balloon, so I'm just tagging this right here so I don't forget and you don't forget. I have a balloon story to tell you, but carry on. It
Yes.
just reminded me of a balloon story I gotta
Oh,
tell you.
I'm
Pretty
excited.
funny.
So, I walk out I'm usually the first one that comes out into the kitchen because 'cause I'm, like,
Mhm.
getting breakfast ready for
Yep,
everybody,
yep.
and, I'm making the kids breakfast, and, Deb wakes the kids up and is like, "Hey, the kids are not waking up. I think you gotta come in
I think,
here.
Dad, you gotta go wake him
Daddy,
up.
it's time." Oh, let me go check. Let me go see what's going on in here. And I walk in and the kids pop up out of their beds full of balloons and they're like,
Oh,
"Happy birthday!"
that is awesome. That is
So
awesome.
that was fun. They got really excited. They worked on it the night prior and like blew up
Mhm.
a couple balloons. So
Very cool.
so that was fun. And
I can
then
see the kids now just sleeping in a bed full of balloons all night, being like, "I can't let these out. I gotta surprise dad tomorrow."
yeah. Yeah. So, they got a kick out of that,
That
and, they all made me feel very special, and, like, this age, like, your little two-year-old being like, "Happy birthday, dada." You're like, "Come
Hey,
on."
you know what? And I wanna put an asterisk on that because I think I don't think all dads feel this, but I would assume, or I'm guessing a lot of dads do. And it's not good, bad. I'm not saying go out and change the world with this, but I think a lot of us, as we become, it's tough being a dad, being a parent, it's tough, right? Then being a parent of multiples is tough. And it's easy to get caught up in the grind of doing our best, right? Being our best spouse, being our best parent. And we want to push the accolades and the celebration outwards, our kids' birthdays, let's go all out, or our spouses' birthdays. But I think dads need recognition too. It's nice to feel important. It's nice to feel recognized. And the birthday is like a no-brainer time to do that, right? It's not like, maybe we should celebrate dad on a Tuesday in February. Like, no, his birthday's coming up. We want to remind him that he's as much a part of this team as anybody else is, right? So the fact that you get balloons and the kids celebrating you, I mean, there's no better feeling, right? To be reminded that you are significant, that you are important. So good on you.
Amen to that. And that goes, yeah, for sure. I think it's easy for us to just kind of be like, nah, it's
No, it's
fine.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it's also fine to be celebrated and
Yeah.
to have fun, and to
And we're
loosen
not
up.
talking like Vegas trips here, right?
No,
We're talking
no,
like
it's very different.
homemade cards and balloons. Like, man, like I know the kids worked hard. I know they did, right? And so
Yeah.
that is enough to feel important, kind of recharges us as dads, because we don't. I know a lot of the dads I've talked to is it's not a common theme, right? No, don't get me wrong. We feel important. Our kids love us, our spouse love us, but we can kind of get into that grind of just working for better, right? To pay rent and to be the breadwinner and do our best as far as influence our kids. But very few times do we pause and be like, hey, thanks, dad. Like we can see everything that you're doing, and we know what that you're bending over backwards, and you've lost sleep over this, and you took time off from work to be at our school play and stuff like that. And so it's cool to be recognized for that as well. Right.
Shout out to my fellow dads too.
Mhm.
Because they you know what, they listen to the podcast. So
Yeah, for
a big
sure.
shout out to Michael and Johnny. I again surprise. I wasn't expecting anything, but it was like the whole day was sprinkled with all these little text
That's
messages and
awesome.
all this stuff. And like I'm not on social media at all, right? So I
Mhm.
don't I'm not looking at any of that. But people who I know that I'm in community with, they know like,
Mhm.
hey, it's Travis's birthday. And one of them came by with with some bougie coffee,
Ooh.
like whole bean, like ready to be brewed.
Yeah, they did
And
some research and they bought you a dad's present. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I put that on, did a little pour over with some
Mhm.
fancy coffee, and then
Pretty sure that was Onyx. Shout out to Onyx. I like that brand as well.
it is. Oh,
Mhm.
man. So I had some more this morning. The Onyx brand is fancy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you want coffee
Oh,
that's
it
gonna
is.
taste good for sure, yeah, you pay the price, but it's worth it.
Yeah, but on your
So
birthday, as a gift for a gift, that's always nice. So
yeah, yeah. So and then donuts showed up at the door
what?
with Johnny. Yeah. So
Nice.
it's like, wow, like, out of the blue, you know?
That is that is so nice to be loved, right? And so when your community and your family kind of does, yeah, it's your birthday, but it's nice to have those kind of things as dads, because I know as dads we think of those things for others,
Yeah.
right? But when it gets kind of reciprocated, it's always a great feeling.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, well, I know, there's a little bit of me that feels bad because 'cause I'm like, "Dang, I gotta think of this for my buddies, like, I gotta remember their birthdays."
But you know what? Maybe
Yeah,
this is that time, that this
this
is
is the
the instance
season.
where it's like, you know what? I know
Remember
how
this.
great it makes me feel. I can definitely do that for
Heck
some of
yeah.
my buddies, right?
Yeah, yeah, so, shout out to the buddies and challenge to all the buddies. Like,
Yeah,
let's get out there and support our crew, our fellow dads. Um,
exactly.
I
Little
just
care
yeah,
packages here and there, right?
I didn't notice I did not realize, like, just how, like, just how special, how fun that was just to get a
Mhm.
little, little something
Yeah, it
showing up on
doesn't
the
take
doorstep.
much, man. It doesn't take much.
So, yeah, so it was a great day. I had work, and even at work, I got
Oh, something,
little
something.
birthday celebration.
There
I was
you
like,
go.
"Whoa, this is crazy. This is
That's
fun." So,
awesome, man. That's
it was
awesome.
a it was just a smattering. The sprinkling was, like, out of this world. I was pumped, and again, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like this big old party because that was the past, and this is
Mhm.
the present, and this is what we're doing right now as
Exactly.
dads, and so, um yeah, it was great, and then, I mean, I would be remiss not to mention this. Another fantastic thing that is happening is shout out to my mother-in-law. She is keeping the kids tonight,
Ooh,
and
nice.
Deb's taking me somewhere overnight. Like,
Ooh, an
right.
overnight.
So I'm
Is this
like,
your first overnight?
what? No, 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 no.
Okay, good.
We've done
I mean,
plenty.
without the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Not, I mean, plenty, but like we know it's not often just the two of us. Like we have before, but this is far and few between. So, um, yeah, I don't know where we're going, but I'm pumped. And
That's so cool. A little
the night
surprise
of
trip.
the full
Shout out
night of
to
sleep.
Deb.
Like,
Oh
come
my
on.
goodness.
Yeah. So let's be praying for her today. She's not feeling very well though,
Oh,
and I'm like, oh no,
hey,
not because I'm
continue
worried
to
about what
Daniel.
it's
Yeah,
gonna look like. I was like, hey, worst case scenario, you're getting a full night of sleep, guaranteed.
exactly.
So
Exactly. Like if you need to get some pampering, hey, this is the time to do it, right?
heck yeah. I mean, I don't have to put any kids to bed tonight. That is birthday enough. I'll
Oh
rub your
my
feet.
goodness.
Let's just
Dude,
sit and watch Netflix. Like, come on.
exactly.
Um,
Let's just sit here. What's that? Oh, it's quiet. That's what
this
that
is
is.
the
Do you
sound
remember
of
when that sounded?
silence.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, shout out
Oh,
to grandma though. Thanks for the help. I mean,
yeah.
grandmas and grandpas, I think we put them on on kind of like a movie theater-esque, like, oh, they want to hang out with their grandkids all the time. But coming in clutch on a birthday overnight weekend, that's a lot of work. We appreciate you. Thank you very
Heck
much.
yeah.
Yeah,
Heck yeah. I don't know what we would do without Nana here.
exactly.
It's clutch. So
Mhm.
I'm very thankful. And yeah, the birthday's been out of this world.
Awesome, man.
So
As it should be, as it should be, right?
but the evolution of birthdays
Yeah.
is an interesting thing. You know, I mean, it's a
Mhm.
little bit like Christmas time too, right?
Yeah. I was gonna mention that. Like some major holidays have changed or shifted over the years, right?
So I suppose the question is like, because I want to hear this from your perspective
Mhm.
too. But what is it that causes us to kind of brush it off?
Mm.
You know?
That's a good question. I think, well, I was thinking about this as I like messaged you yesterday about the topic, and it's a combination of a couple things, and I don't know what all the things are, but the first thing that comes to mind is I think as a kid, you know, the world definitely revolved around us, and so that's the significance there, right? We wanted to invite our friends over, we wanted everyone to go home with a cool little doggy bag, and we wanted to kind of show off our ability to host an amazing party. And then on the same time, we're looking forward to some really cool presents from like grandpa, grandma, friends, so on and so forth. And then as we get matured, high school, college, you still do the birthday parties, but it's more about hanging out with friends, going out to dinner. And I remember this point in time where like we got older, post college, pre kids, where everyone had everyone's birthday party on their Google calendar. So you remembered when your friend's birthday, or on Facebook, right? Man, when did it become important where Facebook would remind us of birthdays because we forgot birthdays? So it was that era of time where it was an excuse to go get sushi with friends, right? Like, hey, let's have dinner, celebrate your birthday. But it was not as much your birthday as much it was an excuse to gather because everyone kind of started
Yeah.
their career. And so now we get into a parenting where, if you get that email or that text, it's few and far between, but it's because now our peers are also parents. And so the time that kind of gray time where we have that space mentally, physically to think about, oh, Travis is turning 18 or turning 21. We're going to go to Vegas. We're going to get some buddies together. That space has significantly shortened, right? So now it's filled
Heck
with
yeah.
kids and responsibilities and stuff like that. So I don't think it becomes less significant as the event, but it falls way down on the importance of the day to day. Does that make sense?
Heck yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So we still get texts. I still text my friends, but I remember when we were 20, it wasn't a text. It was, I'm picking you up after work. We're going out to dinner. Right. And I remember in high school, it was talking buddies like, hey, we're going to surprise that person with a party and we're going to bring him here. And all of his friends were invited. So it's just what our day is filled with, right? And our lives are filled with. Before we had a lot of time as kids, we had nothing but time, right? 5 minutes felt like an hour.
Yeah.
And as we have more responsibility and more life happens, we have less time, less space for these reminders. So at first, I might say like, boo on Facebook reminding you, but I'm thankful that Facebook reminds me because these people are still important. But it's just like, man, there's so many plates in the air. Like, that's why I think it's so important to have this recognition for you and for other dads and for parents to celebrate the birthdays, is because after today, life will keep going, right? And if we don't take the time today to pause and to celebrate all the stuff that we have and we can be thankful for, another year is going to pass, man. Another 10 years is going to pass, right? And it's because life keeps coming at us faster and faster. So that's at least one of the things that I think is the reasoning why it doesn't hold the same kind of oomph as it used to.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think that was the first and pretty much the big main thing that I thought of. That I love the way that you described that is time. Like the margin that we have to think
Margin,
through
great
these
word.
things,
Yeah.
or like the margin to think through it and the ability to execute are
The
very, very
effort
slim.
needed. Yeah.
You
The
know,
effort
yeah.
needed.
And like you said, I mean, I think you just hit the hammer right on the head. Hit the hammer. Let's try that again. You hit the nail on the head.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
There's like, it was an excuse to hang out with friends. And for me, like I'm Mr. Social. I want to go hang out with people. And so even as an example, the last 5 years, it's Deb has asked, "Hey, what do you want to do for your birthday?" Usually I'm like, "Can we have some friends over? You know,
Yeah.
can we get the kids, at Nana's and we'll have a game night,
Yeah.
done that. Because it used to be that like every week you could have a game night, like,
Yep.
"Hey, what are you doing? I'm bored." Me too.
You hung out
That does
more
not
often than
happen
not. Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, another thing that you talk about time flying by, right? And just how quickly it does. And that made me think about how much it's important and helpful to just reflect, right? Another excuse to think back, just like, New Year's, to think back on the last year or to think forward on the next 5, 10 years. Um, I I am another shout out. I have lots of shout outs today. Another shout out goes to my in-laws, my Deb's side of the family. They have just, I don't know who started this. It was probably Jody, but so I'm
Shout
gonna
out to
mention
Jody.
her right now. Shout out to Jody. They send a birthday message to you in the family group text, but you tag all the pictures. Like,
Oh,
so
that's
they'll
so
send
cool.
like a group of photos. So everybody sends photos.
That's
And you
super
just,
cool.
it's fun because they're not the ones that are in your phone. And so you're like, "Oh, I forgot about that." Or
Totally forgot about
I've
that.
never
Yeah.
seen it from that angle before. And
Or maybe it's a photo you forgot and you lost, right? Like, oh, there's
yes.
so many kid photos that we have friends send us of like the girls when they were younger. I was like, I totally forgot about that photo. I can't find it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So that's super cool.
Yeah. So that's a fun way to kind of think about, hey, look how far we've come. Look at we are another year and I can't believe that picture is from 6 years ago. I thought that was 2 days ago.
Exactly.
I was just thinking about how 2019, somebody mentioned 2019 and I was like, yeah, that was like a couple years ago. And we are closer to 2029.
Yeah. So that was 7 years ago.
7 years
7
ago.
years ago, right?
Woof.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, you had a story about balloons.
Look at that, man. We're like, it's like telekinesis, telepathy, or something. But yeah, and I think this is, if you lasted this long on this podcast, you get the balloon story, right? So,
heck yeah.
And it doesn't have anything to do with birthdays, but you mentioned balloons. I was like, this is actually a pretty funny story. So, for context, right? I moved to the States after living overseas for a very long time. My wife moved to the States from overseas very long time. So, to understand why this is funny, and she knows that about this story as well. We told friends this all the time. You have to understand that there's a lot of like sayings, like American sayings that I forgot about. I spent like 9 years growing up overseas. So you forget like the writings on the wall, or like the things that we say all the time, like
Hitting the hammer on
nail
the
on
head.
the head. Yeah, exactly.
The nail on the head.
The
Yeah.
nail on the head. So I think we were like, man, I must have been like 19 or 20, and I took like this leadership conference or certification, and I graduated. And not a lot of young guys were taking it, right? It was mainly for a lot more, I would say, mature individuals. And after like 5 days of working on a bunch of stuff, I graduated. They have a graduation like for friends and family, but they don't tell you. So, and it's like at a ranch. So you come back where all the cars are in the city, and they have like this waiting room, and you open up the room, and it's like all your friends, all your family, balloons, flowers, right? Congratulations. And I'm looking, and I see her in the background, and she has this balloon. And there's two sides of this. So I'm going to give you my perspective and then her perspective. And I read the balloon, and I'm just like, I'm just so excited that she's there. She got me a balloon, celebrating me. That's so awesome. And I give her a hug, and she's just laughing. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, well, what are you sorry about? I'm sorry about the balloon. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, you got me something. It's totally cool. She's like, I just didn't know the saying. And it said, congratulations, you're finally over the hill. So
Yeah.
that's something you give like a 50-year-old birthday, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so she was saying, she was walking in, and everyone's like, oh, did your dad do the course? Like, you're here for him. That's so cool that he did it. You know, is he changing careers? And she's like, no, like he overcame something. It's
He
a
made it over
leadership
it's all
over
downhill
the
from here.
hill. Exactly. So I was laughing, but everyone's like, is your parent here? Is this like an uncle? It's like, no, it's Rob. Rob did it. Like, why? Rob looks great for being over the hill. And she's like,
Yeah.
no, overcoming. Yeah. So that's the balloon story. So that was hilarious. I took like a photo of that balloon, and I always kept it for every year. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm finally over the hill. Finally over the hill.
Yeah. Yeah. I that's well, over the hill just keeps like getting pushed out an extra decade, right?
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, because like I think over the hill, yeah, it used to be like 35.
Yeah.
30,
I remember as a
now it's
kid, that was
40.
like your parents'
I
age,
think it's
right?
like 40. Yeah. But I'm like, no, it's not 40. Like
No, now
we're
I think
still
it's like
spring
your
chickens. Come on.
grandparents' age. I think it's like retirement, 60s, 70s.
60, you're over the hill. Yeah.
So that's my balloon story.
Oh man, that's great. I love that. So for you, anything else to add as far as like your personal experience for birthdays as of late? Have you noticed like like because I'm running it right, I'm hitting that now, but you've been in it for a while.
Yeah.
as a
So
dad.
Travis and I are 10 years removed.
Yeah.
So I would say like birthdays right now, you know, Mo, the girls still ask, hey, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I think for me is, you know, in this season of life, having so many things that I'm enjoying in the air, like planning an extravagant thing takes a lot of energy, a lot of willpower, like we said, effort, right?
It's the
So for
opposite of
me,
birthday.
yeah, exactly. So for me, it's right now, like, I call dibs on ordering dinner. Like we're gonna order from this restaurant, maybe something I haven't had for a while, right? And that's good enough. And the girls always come out with like handmade cards, and we're at a state, and I don't know if it's culturally or maybe like culturally, like not like in Western, Eastern, but our family culture is we tend to celebrate throughout the year, not just necessarily milestones, but just because to remind the kids that they're doing great, or to remind each other that we're doing great. So if I'm like, oh, you know what, this poster of this rock band, I know Biggie really likes, so I'm gonna get this poster now. I'm not gonna wait for her birthday to do it. I'm not gonna wait for like Easter or something. Like, hey, if it fits right now and she's been talking about it, let's celebrate and surprise her. So what that inadvertently does is around birthday, it's we don't have this great holding our breath every year just to get a present. So likewise for me, we have a roof overhead, we have everything we need. But if I was like you and I'm like, man, I really need earbuds, I just go out and get something that I really want. I wouldn't wait necessarily for my birthday, but it does lean a little bit more towards a yes than no during that kind of season, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, right now I don't need a lot. Like I think as a kid, birthdays was significant because it meant an acquisition of a lot of new stuff, maybe stuff I desired, maybe hanging out with people I wanted to hang out with more. And as I get older, it's like I have all the things that I want. I have the family that I always wanted. I have the friends that I want. So there's no yearning for more, which a birthday would kind of signify. So now it's just like, hey, I just want to get some Italian. That'd be really good. Or you know what? I'm going to take mom out on a date night tomorrow. Big E, you got the kids? She's like, yeah, for sure. Or maybe, we have a larger friend group, but maybe it's just like one of those couples, because a lot of couples takes a lot of energy sometimes. And just, you know what? I haven't hung out with them for a while. So let's just go to dinner with them. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's from now, that's kind of where it's at. And I notice in the funny thing is my core group of friends are 10 years older than us. And so they're the same way. Right.
Yeah.
But I've noticed it's coming full circle. Now it's more of a gathering again, like it was in our 20s. So maybe a spouse or the oldest kid would be like, "Hey, Uncle Rob, this we're having a party on this Saturday. Can you make it? It's potluck." It's like, of course I can make it, right? And so now it's coming back to the gathering, the socialization. Whereas there was this lull where we're just trying to tread water as new parents. Like, no, I don't want a party. I don't want anything. Actually, I want nothing. I want everything to be quiet for a couple hours,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
now I'm not yearning for the quiet because we have that, but it's just I appreciate being significant for a couple hours, but it's not it doesn't hold the same weight because I actually have everything that a dad would want. I have the kids, I have the spouse, I have doing what I want as far as a job. So I think that's been the biggest difference for me is when I was younger, it was an excuse to splurge or get things that I didn't have the right to have or a good excuse to have. But now it's just like I've got everything, man. We're healthy. Everyone's healthy. Your needs kind of shift too, right? From our 20s to now being parents, like, hey, kids are healthy, right? Spouse and myself are healthy. We're good. So yeah, birthdays. Everyone knows the birthday's coming up. I get excited for the girl's birthday and Mo's birthday. Like I'm taking out, I booked a restaurant a month out. Like, look at me planning ahead. Right. And I told Big E, like, hey, mom's birthday. We usually do something at home, but I'm going to take mom out the next day. She's like, got it. So it's just small things like that, quality time with people that we love. But yeah, nothing. I don't need any new car or toy or anything like that. So I'm good.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. What perspective? Like, hey, I made it. I
Yeah,
made
I'm
it.
good. I'm good.
How
So when
cool is
people
that?
ask, like, are you good? Like, yeah, I really am. No, but really, it's like, yeah, and there's ups and downs like any other family, but I'm not hustling towards something that I may not have wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, right? And I'm content, but not stagnant, if that makes sense. Like I'm happy, but it doesn't mean I'm just gonna sit on the couch and watch Netflix all day. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. I just want that to settle in, I think, for everybody, because that's so anti-cultural these days to be like, "Hey, I got it.
Mhm.
Like, we're here. Like, we made it. And here's the present. The
Mhm.
present is the present." Huh?
Exactly. Oh, that's a great place to finish this with. That's the present is the present, man.
To all you dads out there, you are a gift. You're in
Mhm.
yourself, and,
You are present.
let's and also, like, man, the present is a present,
Mhm.
and maybe, for some, also, it's a tough season. Maybe
Yeah.
it's really hard out there, you know? And, not to minimize that at all
Mhm.
or to disqualify that, right? I'm sure, um, some people don't have it as easy, don't have, what they're striving for yet or
Mhm.
aren't in the place where they want to be, but you still matter,
Yeah.
and
You are
we
important. Mhm.
and we still wanna celebrate you as well,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Um, no matter what no matter where you live, no matter where you are, when it's your birthday, it's fun to just, yeah, be given a little bit of a shout out. So,
For sure.
um, man, hey, if there's anybody out there who's got a birthday coming up,
I was
like,
just
hey,
gonna say the same thing.
let us know so we
Yeah.
can give you a little shout
Little
out.
birthday shout out.
Here's the thing is like we tote this as a dad podcast, but let's be honest. I think the wives are also listening in just as
100%.
much.
100%.
Uh, I know quite a few wives who are listening. So if you are listening and you want to scoot that birthday in on dad's
Mhm.
birthday, let us
Mhm.
know. We'll do a shout out.
Yeah. We'll
So
put our contact or Gmail in the description. Just send us an email, birthday, name, and date, and we'll give a little shout out when it comes to the podcast.
yeah, yeah. So um thanks for listening today, guys. This is a fun one. This was
Yeah, it was
great.
good. Happy
Um,
birthday to Travis again. Enjoy the whole month. It's not a birthday, it's a birth month, sir.
birth month.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
month.
Whoop,
Exactly.
whoop. Go February. The last podcast of February.
There you go. Yeah, that is also
Um,
true.
Well, and actually, when this comes out, it's already March. Shoot.
Small detail. Small
Hey,
detail.
it is right now. When
We're
recording it.
we're recording the last podcast of February.
That's right. That's right. So, hey, we aren't professionals.
No, we're not gurus. We are just
Just two
two
dads
dads in
in
real
real
life.
life.